What's up, crypto gang? Welcome back to another episode of Hack Crypto, where we hack our cryptocurrency and blockchain education. If you guys are brand new here, we do a small little giveaway at the beginning of every single episode. Today's winner is El Chato. Thanks so much for commenting on the previous video, El Chato. I just sent you an NFT. Now, I've been sending some NFTs out on the last couple of videos because super bullish on NFTs. Obviously, I'm a co-founder of an NFT project called Grow Your Base, so really excited about the space, and I've been dropping NFTs. So if you like this video, smash the like button, helps the algorithm, shows the video to more people. Be subscribed and comment below about what I'm going to cover in this video with a link to your wallet address, preferably Wax nowadays because it's extremely inexpensive to send NFTs, but I am dropping NFTs like crazy in the comments section below. Some might see some surprises over the next couple of weeks here, but definitely leave a comment. On this video, I'm going to be going over Unistake. Now, an important thing that I talked about before Unistake is I want to break down exactly what liquidity pools are and how they fit into the importance of DeFi. Now, in order for DeFi, decentralized finance, to operate, liquidity is extremely important, and liquidity pools are where people like yourself and like me, we provide assets, digital assets, to these pools so a trade can occur instantly. And it's very much important for every project that's listed on sites like Uniswap and 1inch and things like that. It's very important to have these liquidity pools. So there's incentives, and there's an incentive called liquidity mining, where if I provide that liquidity to that liquidity pool for that project specifically, I get rewards. I get this liquidity mining reward. And there's a lot of really cool innovation happening in this space. And that was when I came across Unistake. In a nutshell, Unistake is working to solve the issue that's been seen by liquidity providers and projects trying to grow their pools. So what they've done is they've developed this liquidity platform on top of Uniswap that allows it to be more profitable for users to input that liquidity into the liquidity pools for projects. So it makes it more streamlined, provides more liquidity to more projects on Uniswap, and it solves that issue for the projects and for the users to get the right incentives. When I started doing research on Unistake, because I started playing around with Uniswap after too many people tagged me in all these different tweets about Uniswap, I started playing around with the Unistake concept, and I saw that they raised 5,000 ETH. Now, that's a pretty massive sale, so I was like, okay, let's say, it took them a couple months. The first round of 2,000 ETH was filled in 6 hours, and then the last round of 3,000 was filled in 43 minutes. 3,000 ETH in 43 minutes. That's nuts. To simplify this down for everyone, basically there needs to be a universal token used to provide liquidity across the board. Now, when you go to Uniswap, I'll be linking below so you guys can check it out. You can see that there are tons of options out there, tons of these different tokens that you can provide liquidity to. You can get some, rewards for doing so. And ultimately, this Unistake concept really allows you to use one token to rule them all. You can provide liquidity to any one of these projects easily with one token. And I think that just simplifying it down to that, like, hey, you can buy this token and use it anywhere on Uniswap. Like, you can use this shopping cart to go through Walmart and collect all of your items that you want. Like, this one shopping cart will get you all of the items that you need. I think that that is the way that I look at this, in that it's basically the vehicle that you're going to be able to use to most effectively get the most profitable liquidity rewards that you want. So for users, you're effectively increasing your liquidity profits. Where I mentioned before, there's an incentive to provide liquidity to the liquidity pools. You're reducing and eliminating impermanent loss, which is a term that's effectively saying when you put your money into DeFi, when you get it out, it looks a little bit different. You might have more of one token, more of ETH, and less of the token that you originally got. There is a little bit of a difference there that's called impermanent loss. I don't want to dive too much into that, but you also lock in your returns. Now, on the flip side, for projects, you're able to attract the liquidity that the project needs. Like I said before, if you are a new project that's developing a token, you get listed on Uniswap, you need to have liquidity there. You need to have people providing liquidity, so the incentives need to be there, and you're able to get that through Unistake. You're also able to create custom pools that fit the project and the market that project is in. And last but most certainly not least, you're able to measure these pools and make sure that there's some stability there, make sure that they're stable pools, and that you can reduce some volatility. Because overall, a project doesn't want a massive token holder, a whale, to come in, dump all of their tokens on the market and just tank the price. These liquidity pools act kind of in a way as a buffer for this huge volatility. So part of the reason that I'm talking about this now is because Unistake is about to launch on top of Uniswap. I do really like the idea that this is solving multiple issues with the DeFi space right now. It's stabilizing liquidity as well as increasing the profits and getting the incentives correct to bring people in. So to provide that liquidity. So when you have those two together, you're decreasing the risk. Like the people that are just coming in to speculate on these different projects, they're coming in and they're saying, all right, well, my risk is much lower because the incentives are correct here. I have people that are providing liquidity for the liquidity pool. So I know that there's not that much volatility that's going to be around because there's tons of liquidity being provided. All the incentives are correct. So my risk is much lower for speculating on this asset, this project specifically. So incentives are there for the users to earn more profitably. The incentives are there for the projects to stabilize their liquidity pool. And I just think that it's a very cool way of doing this part of DeFi. I think that it's not emphasized enough because I think a lot of people don't really understand what DeFi is and how it works. But ultimately, just knowing that that liquidity pool is the backbone here and that Unistake is the project that is maintaining and getting the incentives correct for all these projects with their token. There are a bunch of announcements that they have scheduled. I don't have an exact date of when it's rolling out, but it is soon. I did see Crypto Crow and people talking about this, so I really wanted to reach out to them and work with them directly. With that said, this is a sponsored review by Unistake. I'm always trying to be transparent with you guys and let you know when things are sponsored, and I've been going back and forth with them. I love what they're working on. I love the DeFi space. Full disclaimer, I definitely bought some Unistake because I'm bullish on this project. So I do hold some Unistake because I do believe that they are going to be one of the pillars that is DeFi. So super excited to be involved in the project. Disclaimer there, I'm definitely a holder of this token. It just has so much potential to disrupt literally the entire financial system. And something like this liquidity pool design where you're getting the incentives correct. And currently Uniswap makes you choose between liquidity rewards and then your staking rewards. So your liquidity pool rewards versus your staking rewards, whereas you could streamline this entire process and get that Unistake token to just do everything. Do it across the board. Get your rewards that you deserve for providing that liquidity in these different projects and just getting the incentives right, knowing that these projects you're investing in are lower risk because they are going to have this streamlined aspect. So it's kind of like paving the road for a lot of these people to get involved in the liquidity mining aspects and getting their staking rewards. So I'm really interested to see how this works out. When the platform goes live, I'm definitely going to be sharing it out on all my social media to let you guys know. And I'm really bullish on this project in general because I do feel like there's some areas of the DeFi space that need work, and the liquidity pool incentives and just simplifying that whole concept down for basically everybody to understand is required for this to really get to where it needs to be to disrupt the entire financial system. All the links to everything that I've been talking about will be in the description below, so you guys can go check out Unistake, sign up for Uniswap, play around with their platform that they're releasing, I believe to be next week, but we will see when it does roll out. I'm following the Telegram group, so I will be linking them below as well, so you guys can check them out and be sure to stay up to date on when the platform rolls out, because it's going to be kind of one of those explosive style launches where everybody's talking about it and the DeFi space is well known for hype machine. Definitely always verify on Etherscan which contract is being used. Fortunately, Unistake puts that at the very bottom of their website, so you know exactly what smart contract is being used on Uniswap for Unistake. That is something that is very important. A lot of people out there creating different contracts because anybody can list anything on Uniswap right now. So it's very important to know that there are people out there that are creating smart contracts, but check the smart contract address on Unistake before you go to Uniswap. That is it for this video. I hope you guys like it. If you did, slap a like. Definitely check out Unistake with the link in the description below. They're doing some incredible things right now, and definitely check out the platform when it goes live here very shortly. And that's it for this. I'll see you guys on the next episode of Hack Crypto.